Phil Spencer has been talking. I mean, he's been talking a lot about this Activision Blizzard deal, which makes sense. It's pretty substantial. But where did he say this? So he's said a few times that a large part of this deal is because of is driven by the mobile side of the industry as opposed to the console gaming side of things. And he talked about he talked about this, I think, to Decoder, the Decoder podcast from The Verge, and he said that the idea that Activision is all about Call of Duty on console is a construct that might get created by our console competitor, referring to obviously to Sony. And he basically says that it's actually Candy Crush that is one of the big things for them here, which makes sense. They've talked a lot about how mobile is the future of, it is sort of an untapped market for gaming, and that is starting to see like that I think people in the console gaming are starting to see just how big of an industry that is, as console games have sort of, dabbled in mobile. But you look at your Diablo Immortals, your Genshin Impacts, and then Candy Crush, which is owned by Activision Blizzard. So I think it's interesting. I would believe that in a second. Yeah, Call of Duty makes a lot of money, like a stupid amount of money, but like, hey, if you're looking to grow and to like expand in terms of like where your money comes from, like Sony doesn't have any mobile games. Nintendo doesn't have any mobile games outside of Pocket Camp and I get Pikmin Bloom, excuse me.
Yeah, don't you dare talk bad about my Pikmin Bloom that
Mario
I haven't
Kart
played since last time I was in Mexico. So,
so hey, you might be blooming it back again. I think this makes sense too, based on what they've been doing with xCloud and stuff. Really leaning into the mobile side of things. How does this take you? Does it make sense? Does that feel true?
All right, so Candy Crush.
Yep.
And this is according to Business of Apps, in an article, Candy Crush Revenue and Usage Statistics by David Curry. It in fact says on this website some shocking numbers about how much money Candy Crush makes. In 2021, it generated, 2021, by the way, Peter, $1.2 billion. And it's the seventh highest grossing mobile title. In 2020, it he says, $857 million. So something for me is shocking that this game is not only making that much money, it is increasing its usage, and people are still playing Candy Crush. Because I don't know about you, there was a time when this guy played Candy Crush a lot.
Yeah, but it was like 2012, right? Like
yeah,
like a long time
when
ago.
it launched. I would play it. It's been across all platforms downloaded 2.7 billion times. Like, to me, that is a huge.
Wait, how many? 2.7
billion times downloaded.
Well, we just passed 8 billion humans on Earth at one time. At this time.
Yep.
So like, almost 3 out of 8.
Right. Now, in general here, if we're looking at Call of Duty, this is, again, I'm just kind of doing some quick searches with this. This is from an article from, let's see. Actually, this is an Infinity War blog post here. They said, let me just see if they have that. I think Lifetime. No, I don't have that here. I can't find the exact numbers that we have here, but this is an article from Tweaktown. Washington Post. Washington Post, Mike Hume, says that all-time Call of Duty has made $30 billion. A Washington Post article. This is all-time.
Call of Duty has made all-time $30 billion.
Yeah.
And so Candy Crush is, a fraction of that, but still, like, fuck.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a lot.
So, I mean, regardless, like, I think the thing that Microsoft likes about the Candy Crush, 2.6 billion downloads.
Yeah,
Like
I
that
think
number,
that is a
number is huge. To have reach in 2.6 billion devices or people's hands, like, and I know granted there's probably some like multiple downloads on different devices. That I get that, but like that is huge. And money aside, right? Like I think that is just a ton of money to be talking about for both of these. For both of these.
Yeah. Yes.
Jesus.
No, 100%.
Insane.
I don't know. I think that there are some people who are probably out there saying, like, of course that's what they would say. Like, they want that it's not about Call of Duty. But I think you look at those numbers and like, yeah, Call of Duty is a big thing. But like, you look at how big that this is and where this could go, especially like in how untapped this market is with these big, console favoring studios, and like, yeah, there's a lot of money to be made here. I like MiHoYo, like just raking in the cash year over year, I'm sure, over things like Genshin Impact and I don't know, that ZZZ game come out, or Honkai Star Rail. Like, I just know that mobile is so huge, and it might not be as big of a thing in the US, but like overseas, like it's just fucking like a behemoth.
So this is according to God, when is this number? May in 2022, from a website called Sensor Tower, that says Genshin Impact surpasses $3 billion on mobile and averages $1 billion every 6 months.
Yeah, so yeah,
Holy
didn't Microsoft
cannoli.
didn't Microsoft recently like say that they pass on Genshin Impact on Xbox?
Oops.
Yeah, and they were like, oh fuck. So I mean, like, hey, yeah, make that mistake twice, you won't. Like, good luck. Like, they're not interested in letting that happen.
Yeah,
even a little bit. But which I think makes sense.
Man, I wish I had like just a fifth of that. I'd be super.
Dude,
happy.
I bought a lottery ticket for the Powerball, $2 billion.
Did you win? Was it you?
I did not.
Oh,
I did
okay,
not win.
cool. Well, I mean,
Justin, if I won $2 billion, I would make it so you never had to work ever again.
Oh, that's really nice. I would have just at least asked for like an Adobe like cloud subscription so I could actually get some of their like pre-done assets.
I guess the problem is like you want me to. Then I'd have what, like $300 left.
It's so expensive.
Like, it's a big ask. But for you, Justin, of course I'd do it. No, I didn't win. You would know if I won.
I probably would have heard.
And this podcast would know if I won. People listening would be like, why does the audio quality sound like way better? And why is this being beamed into my brain?
The thumbnails are amazing right now. Like, I just didn't believe they could have such a jump in a week.
Yeah. But I will say I bought that lottery ticket and I was like, I spent $2 on it, and I had a hell of a time envisioning what I would do with $2 billion. You know what I mean? Like I had a very good time like thinking about what I would do with that. Here's just a look into my brain. I would have made a free for all giant mini golf course that was like super awesome. Like, all of the holes were like great. And like I said, free entry, and like every like 6 months or so, I'd be like changing it up in a major way. So like it was never the same twice. And
I wouldn't quit my job, but I would do the bare minimum in my job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would be great between the hours, the contract hours, of 8:20 and 3:30, and then after that I'd just be like a ghost. You wouldn't know where I was in that building. I'd just disappear. I'd do everything I need to do in those hours and just disappear.
Yeah. So $2 billion could have been me, and it wasn't.